Yes, Liverpool fans, we got the W. I don't care if it's Barnsley. A win is a win, and we're through to the fourth round of the FA Cup. Love it. Great display. Team working well, doing well, all the good stuff. Yes, rival fans are gonna say it's only Barnsley. You expected to beat them, but end of the day, you still have to show up. You still have to do what you have to do to make it and score goals, defend well, make saves, all that football related stuff. You still have to do it. It doesn't matter what team is put in front of you. So, as you can see below me right here, the score 4-1. Nice solid win for us. Although it was shaky at 2-1 when Dominic Soboslai made that weird. I don't know what he did, but let's go through it. And as you can see below me shortly, here is the scorers. So Dominic Soboslai opened the scoring, banging goal. Trademark Soboslai is becoming now because he seems to pull these amazing goals out of the bag from all the time. But what's mad is he doesn't do it often. I just love it if he did it more often, just to get us out of the mud when games are just escaping a bit from us. Just that little spectacular, intelligent play to score for us just needs to become more often than not. But it is what it is. A second was shortly followed by Frimpong. Mm, bad boy on the right hand side, cutting to the left, just laced it, just rasped it top top left of the of the goal. Yeah, top left and clean goal as you like it. And it just so happens it was his first goal at Anfield. My first goal at Anfield. A day he won't forget, as he quoted himself here in this picture on my left. But it was a it was solid win. There's no ifs or buts. And then shortly afterwards, I'm gonna break down a little bit of um. You hear it all the time, football IQ, football IQ. I'm gonna with the vertical. I'm gonna show you what he did there, and any budding strikers, midfielders out there, the intelligence you need to have against central defenders, especially if they're bigger, stronger, and potentially faster than you. Certain things you can do in the game just to nick yourself that little yard of pace, sorry, yard of space to run into and potentially score. But the fourth and obviously Vert scored. He missed a sitter for some reason. He was leaning back and ended up skied it towards the cop end. But the fourth came by Eketike. Solid goal, easy goal, tapping you'd say, but again, it was off all the great work of Verts, which I'm gonna break down shortly. But let's just go back to the lineup, and it was a good lineup. Nothing really surprising as such. I was surprised to see Ekatike on the bench. I thought it was gonna be a doubt. Um, I wasn't expecting Van Dijk to start. He started. Kanate, I thought it would be starting instead of Van Dijk, but it anyway. It's all good. Gomez, I thought it was gonna go right back and Frimpong maybe in a more advanced role as a wing back, but none didn't happen. But I was happy with it. Kaiser had a start, and obviously top boy Rio. Oh, Rio! What a game he had. From what I recall, he had like 73 minutes on the pitch, and every time he got the ball, you can see he's trying something. Take-ons, dribbles, little chimmy jiggy. Like, yeah, he was on stuff. He was doing amazing. I would have liked him to score. He didn't score, but he worked his socks off. He defended when he had to. Again, some will say he's only Barnsley, blah blah blah, but you still have to show up and do your stuff. And speaking of Burnley and showing up and doing your stuff, they're left. Well, they played a 5-4-1, and on the left hand side they had this youth called Clary. What a player! Clary gave Soberslide nightmares. He was onto him. At several times he actually beat him, and luckily we didn't give away a penalty because um I've seen them given. I'm not gonna lie. If VAR was there, potentially it could have been a penalty, but the referee waved it away, and Soboslai got away with one. But Cleary, he was a problem in most of the game, on the left hand side, always attacking that right side of Liverpool where Soboslai and Chiesa was, and McAllister helped out, because when Cleary was getting in a lot of the times, McAllister came and supported Soboslai a lot, which it was needed because when Frimpong came off on the 60th minute or thereabouts, Soboslai needed help, because he's not really his position, but he can do a shift there. And speaking of shift, utility player Soboslai coming out like he is kind of our James Milner, and I've done a video on Milner, by the way, which I'll put a link in the description. Just breaking down 650 appearance at age 40, 24 years in the Prem, playing top level football. What can I say? Big up James Milner. So back to this. Um, Phillips for Burnley, he was definitely a handful, and Soboslai Soboslai made a mistake. I don't know what he was trying to do to backheel it to the keeper or what. He got caught in between two minds, and before you know it, Phillips just got the ball and just slotted it bottom left hand corner of the cup end in the second half. It is what it is. Mistakes happen. I'm sure he'll eat that, and he owned it during the interview. So going back to the goal scorers, earlier on, I mentioned how Wirtz and how there's this football IQ thing keeps coming up all the time, and I just wanted to point out some of the things that he did for Wirtz. He got a goal and assist. Fans can't tell him nothing. He's always had it. Just it took a while for him to get into the swing of things, but this is what I'm talking about here. The centre back was onto him, but he made such a big difference to get us that third goal. Yeah, third goal. Basically, he ran towards the ball, Domaslai far left, as you can see, bottom of the in the middle of this video, right here. If you follow it straight through to the end, Soboslai on the ball, Wirtz little shimmy towards the ball, invites the centre back to run with him. Before the centre back knew it, boom, he went the other way. The big arrow, blue arrow, he went the other way. And before he knew it, he was running with the ball right hand side. And look who's there running onto it. Ekatike to slot in for a nice, easy tap in, basically. But the intelligence, that's what a lot of players don't seem to have now and again. And when anyone ever asks you about football intelligence, this is what you look at, and this is the pass from Soboslai. Mid in our own half, straight through, took out one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, five Barnsley players with one pass right into the final third, and boom! Like I said, what an amazing goal, and I'm happy. Good result. We needed it. We're through to the next round, and I believe we're going to be facing Brighton, who, as you know by now, knocked out Man United, who stay in the mud. It is what it is. On to the next. It's going to be a more tougher game than Barnsley, but we've beaten them already in the Premier League before, so we should go through. But Brighton, on their day, they can beat pretty much any team. As you even you watched recently against City, they got a point against City, so it's not a foregone conclusion that it's just we're just gonna go through. But that's the next game. In the FA Cup, I mean, in the Premier League, we're gonna have Burnley next, which again should be a win for us. And let's just keep pushing. Happy for the win. Happy for Slot. Um, at the time of recording, found out that Alonso got released by Real Madrid. At the moment, it is what it is. If this had happened when Liverpool slot was going through the mud and we had just lost back to back 6 games, potentially I would say, yeah, get Alonso in ASAP. No ifs or buts. But for now, Slot has settled the ship. I've never been Slot out. So for now, let's see. But I fear other teams like Man United, for instance, are probably gonna go for him. But who knows? We're with Slot right now. He's doing what he can. The team seems to be playing well again. Okay, some of the tests hasn't. Arsenal was a great test. I'm sorry. Liverpool fans can shoot me right in the comments, do whatever they like, but the Arsenal test was what I needed. And like I said a while back, yeah, if this is slot out, slot sort it out, slot in, I was tethering over here. I was close. You get what I'm saying? Um, but was it? I don't even know what I just did. But sorry, rewind. Rewind. Slot out, slot sort it out, slot in. I was tethering over here, sorry. I was close to slot out. I was very close until that Arsenal game came and he shut down all the doubters. You get what I'm saying? And I'm fully in slot in for now. You get what I'm saying? Until it's broken again and still until we start doing madness and playing ticket like just mundane rubbish football, dull football. It is what it is. We're doing all right for now. We're still in the cup. We're still in the Champions League. We're fourth in the Premier League, 3 points ahead. Actually, no, 2 points behind Brentford, I believe. So, yeah, it's a lot to go on. Go on. Plenty more games of the season. So, onwards and upwards. Until next time. Peace.